Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense.
Maybe I should have started this intro in Russian, but oh well. Good day, everyone. We are going to be reviewing Black Widow today in this episode of Through the Lens. We are the Unholy Trinity. I'm Sundude. On my right, that's Patronus Gold.
G'day.
On my far right, that's Mr. Zephyros.
Good day. How do you say that in Russian? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you can search that up while I introduce this film, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Natasha Romanoff confronts the darker parts of her ledger when a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past arises. This takes place right after the events of Civil War or before? After, right?
After.
After, yeah. It's a bit of like a solo Star Wars story kind of deal. Got that
Yeah.
got that juice from that Marvel is trying to squeeze money out of. But nonetheless, I think this is an interesting way to explore this. Maybe not doesn't bring us too much to the rest of the MCU, but we'll have to see. It was directed by Kate Shortland. The screenplay is done by Eric Pearson, and the story is done by Jack Schaefer and Ned Benson. It stars Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, Rachel Weisz, David Harbour, Ray Winstone or maybe William Hurt, O.T. Fagbenley, Olga sorry, I'm butchering these names. Olga Kurilenko, and that's some of your main actors and actresses. And just jump right into it. First impressions, guys.
I think this is quite the enjoyable film, although it's like I don't know, like it's like your average Marvel movie. It's got your standard Marvel stuff. I think the biggest problem with the film is it never gives a reason for its existence. Didn't make anything feel weightier. It kind of added nothing. It's a fun movie to watch, and I do encourage you watch it, but it's not a must see or anything. It's also got some shit writing in this for a decent part, but it is still fun. Oh, and the action in this film is really, really well done. Like some of the stuff made me go, "Ooh, wow!" So like, yeah, that's me.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, indeed, or the Russian equivalent of that. I remember something in like that, like a Slavic country has a saying, in that instead of the grass is greener on the other side, they say the dick is bigger in the other hand.
In Soviet Russia, grass is not green.
Probably not Russia. I'm probably misremembering.
Dick.
But
It was some
dick
European
is
country.
green. Yes.
Yes. Nice.
Yes, fun fact that I just remembered which has no connection to Black Widow. Zero connection.
Just how Black Widow had basically zero connection to the MCU.
And we will talk about that later on for the minimal connection that it might have.
Yeah, there is
Quick
some
thing.
stuff, yeah.
Very minimal, but
Russian translation.
If anything, it has more connection to the past MCU, which is in the past. But no, let's get into it. How's the acting, lads?
Oh wait, I wanted to say something. Sorry.
Oh yes, sorry.
Dobroje utro, Lyubov moya. That means.
What does that mean?
Good morning, my love. Which I mean, yes.
I shall say the same back to you if I could.
The dick is bigger in the other hand.
Indeed.
Translate.
All right.
How's the acting?
I think it's a Marvel movie, so it's well cast. Yeah, everyone's really good. I think Scarlett Johansson gives probably her best performance as Black Widow, as expected. Florence Pugh is really good. She's funny. She probably got the most laughs out of me. David Harbour's pretty funny as well. Rachel Weisz was there, and yeah,
Heck yeah.
Funny
yeah.
acting.
Anything
This
else to add,
truly
lads?
be a family-friendly, funny movie.
Yeah.
Really indeed. Cool. Now, perhaps a bit of the worst section of this film. We'll get into the writing. You've got something to say about this.
I'm gonna be honest, mate. I think the best part of the writing was probably like the family dynamic in the film between the four family members, right? Other than that, everything kind of falls apart. Also, they tried to do an actual like social commentary in this film. It had potential and it could have worked, but they kind of fucked it up, and I'll talk more about it in spoilers.
All right.
Because they completely trade in the actual. Yeah, it's more spoilers. It's definitely spoilers. I'll get to it. In fact, I should put that down in spoilers. Yeah.
Yes.
I think the villains in this film were incredibly, incredibly weak. The thing is, Taskmaster was really fucking cool. Was barely in the film, and then the Taskmaster Twist. No spoilers there. Was really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very bad.
It was a person.
It was a person.
It was
And
not
like
a robot.
I get why they did it, but no, didn't work for me. Also, this is kind of a general observation that I made while I was watching it with my friends. The things that happen in Black Widow, they kind of just happen. It's kind of like things will be happening, and then like okay, this I'm gonna try light minor spoiler here that has not really anything. There's a opening action sequence where they're fighting on a bridge, and the Black Widow just gets kicked off, and then we kind of just went, okay. I don't know, just things happen without any weight to them, and this movie's just a lot of things happening. And did you guys notice that?
All it did was kind of.
Not really.
What's like with the things happening and shit. Wait, actually, no. We got first the fucking exposition for like Black Widow's childhood or whatnot. But then we cut to. Wait, spoilers, is it?
Yeah, I guess going a bit spoilers.
But like, was kind of expected to happen, but it was, I guess, sudden. Be like, here's Black Widow, bam, she attacked. And then,
There's like
bam,
no
they
tension
do
in the
that.
film. It's just like, yeah, because they kind of go really over the top. So kind of like everything that can happen will happen in this movie. That's kind of how this movie kind of goes, right? Even though, and it goes really silly with it as well, which is fine. But we laughed at a lot of the film when we were watching it because shit would just happen, and then no one questions it. It's just like, okay.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for writing?
This is an interesting complaint that I have. I'm not sure. Sorry, I just saw what you typed on Discord. Okay.
Sedrugo is Saturni Clen bullshit.
Is that on the other hand, the dick is bigger?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, an interesting thing I noticed is the dialogue in this film. It's the usual like Marvel comedy, right? But it's really underwritten comedy. So for the most part, because when I'm watching a movie, I usually just like laugh at the jokes anyway, because I kind of like pity laugh, you know. I feel bad for these writers. I did a lot more of that than any recent Marvel movie of memory. I don't think the comedy worked for a decent amount of the film. And its dialogue in general is pretty weak. That I don't know. That could just be me because I've seen like I don't know, just lots of Marvel movies, and it's kind of just like yeah. Also, the story makes like no sense for the most part, especially towards the ending, because like I said, things will just happen because I guess they can happen, and then explosions. It's a
Ooh.
very silly movie.
Okay. Facts.
I remember when people are thinking that like when they make a Black Widow movie, it's gonna be some gritty R-rated film. This one
No, it's
wasn't that.
family friendly fun.
It
This
was the
is
complete
family friendly. It
opposite.
was the complete opposite.
Absolutely the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
using her, like how she's depicted in the comics, being like this incredibly sexualized femme fatale character, a very gory killing stuff like that. Uh, Suddenly turns into family.
Yay.
Although I feel like
Yay!
the start of the movie where they delved into the past and like the red box, pre-red box to the red box, that would be a pretty gritty thing if they
Yeah.
The
explored on that.
start of the film is really good. I think I'll get to it later, but the opening titles for this film were fucking amazing. Like when I was watching with my friends, we kind of just like took a moment to appreciate how good the opening titles were because they're really really good. I
Yeah.
wish the movie was more like that because that shit was dark as fuck. Like straight up, that was like that shit was dark. That was like the shit we saw in Age of Ultron times 10. You know you'll know what I mean when you watch it.
But was Ultron dark? I just remember Funny Robot Man.
No, the Black Widow part of Age of Ultron.
What was that?
Yeah, they didn't include any of that in
Uh,
this movie for some reason, except the Red Room. That's like the only reference they made to it. But you know what I mean, Sonny,
red
right?
box.
I think so. Yeah.
Like the Black Widow past stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Which they did include in that opening title sequence, and that was Sorry, that was just my favorite part of the film. That opening title sequence, it was fucking great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
Uh,
remember seeing Ohio and I said white boy impulsively. And then Sunny was like, yeah, is that a
That's what
boy?
we all do.
natural human
Mm-hmm.
instincts.
Yeah.
Because
Um, but yes,
every
it's
day,
for
bro.
writing. Yeah, bro.
It's
Jack's
every
dead.
day, bro.
Jack's dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry for
Yeah.
that interruption. Will be getting right back into the episode.
Yep.
We finished talking about writing. I remember we might be remembering wrong, but
You're
no,
right.
we've got cinematography now. How was the cinematography? I think there were some cool shots.
There were cool shots. I guess there was some stuff that detracted from it, but I think that's editing. So I'll talk about it more in editing. There are some like really cool shots. Like I remember in a lot of action sequences, there's like your standard stuff, and then they'll do like one cool shot, which is like I remember in that fight scene between the sisters, and then it does like the overhead thing. That was really cool. Um, they did a lot of stuff like there was a lot of cool stuff cinematography wise.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. All right, moving on. Editing and visuals. Marvel as usual. You know
Yeah.
what we're expecting.
With the editing, this was actually pointed out by someone else that I was watching with, I think. But lots of quick cuts in when they didn't need to. It was really weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't detract too
Mm-hmm.
much. Just like a little observation.
Oh yeah. I feel like Marvel's always doing some cool sets as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. You want to talk
yeah.
about the?
There was some really bad green screen. It's kind of a spoiler, but at the end, there's a moment with fire. It looked laughably bad, but it really fit with my writing thing, which is that things will just happen. So it's kind of just like it's a bad effect, but it's fine because something just happened anyway. Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it fit
remember
with
it
the
now,
movie.
but I don't remember it looking bad. I
It
didn't pick
looked
up on it.
really bad.
Hmm.
I'll clarify in spoilers what it is, but it looked really bad.
All right. And again, what we were talking about before with the intro sequence.
That
Anything
was
to add?
just so good. Like I
Yeah.
can't stress the intro was the highlight for me. The titles when the title so good, so good, so good. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Anything to add here?
Nah, I guess cool sets. I like Norway. I like,
Mm,
and I guess cool floating thing spoilers, but kind of look ass at the
yeah,
end
that was
anyway.
cool.
But yeah,
Talk about it more. And spoiler zone. All right. Final section before spoiler zone. Audio and music. That just worked pretty well, I guess. Nothing too spectacular. But
Yeah.
did its job.
Nirvana
Nirvana.
in the
Hell yeah.
opening title sequence.
Oh
You see, best part of the
yeah,
thing.
that
Yeah.
was Nirvana.
Smells like Teen Spirit. But a cover.
I think only one person that I was watching with it looked at me, and then we both were like, "Yeah, it's Nirvana." Yeah.
Does no one else know who Nirvana is?
No,
I
I don't
guess
think.
we are
Yeah,
truly the Zoomer generation.
we do be
True.
machine.
Shame,
All right.
shame, shame. All right,
Speaking
then.
of shame, yeah.
Spoiler zone. Spoiler zone.
Tonight is
All right, all
Zoom.
right, all right. Timestamp on the screen if y'all want to skip for the final verdicts, and we'll get into it. We'll talk about first of all the Taskmaster Twist. If you guys
Actually,
want.
quickly, could I just address the visual effect that I was talking about? You know, at the end where Yelena's doing the thing to the propeller, and there was like fire and shit.
Oh,
Also,
Yeah, that was
when
fucked.
the main villain blows up in the helicopter, they also did a shitty green screen shot for that one
I
as well.
remember now.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
what I
did look
mean.
pretty bad.
It
Yeah.
looked really, but it really fit because the ending was literally the ending really summed up the entire movie. It was kind of just explosions and people doing shit. And I was kind of like, okay, it's happening.
Making things look cool for the sake of things being cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Um, but nice. I guess adding on to that, with what we were saying before, we're gonna talk about spoilers. That Air Fortress was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah.
looking. Yeah.
It was also kind of random. It's like, yeah, of course, I have
Yeah.
a fortress in the air.
I mean,
But
kind of
yes.
explain the whole situation. Being, why can't we find the red room?
Yeah, because it's in the air. Which I get. Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess that makes sense because Shield also has the helicarrier or whatever.
I have an emergency. I need to take a call. I'll be you guys keep talking.
All
Okay.
right. Um.
Red
Yep. I'll.
room.
So we'll do our best to talk on Sundy's behalf. But the movie is very funny, but not like
It
intentionally
is.
funny. And just a lot of shit happens. You know, like I said, the opening action sequence, Taskmaster comes out of nowhere, and then she just gets thrown off a bridge like so easily. It was really funny. Um, uh, Taskmaster shows up with a fucking tank out of nowhere in the middle of
Oh
the film. That
yeah.
was also very funny. And the car lands perfectly down the thing and doesn't. Oh yeah, cars in this movie they blow up, but they don't blow up at the same time. It's like they blow up with the fire and shit, but everyone's all okay, so it's all right. So actually, that's a really big thing. Explosion in this movie, they don't do shit. The main point of like one of the main things in this film, right, is what they set up in the 2012 Avengers movie that Natasha killed Jacob's daughter, right, with the explosion thing. They survived somehow. They gave no explanation, but no. They have an explanation.
They got
Explanation is
two-faced, man.
that's huh?
She got two-faced.
What?
The daughter.
Yeah, but how did Dracov survive? I saw a
Because he
reviewer, and
wasn't
they were probably
there.
like, they grabbed the daughter and used it as a human shield.
Uh, I thought it
Was
was
it
like a
Dracov
fake or
was
some
there,
shit. I
wasn't
don't
he?
know. They didn't. Yeah, but like, I guess assumptionally, I assumed that I guess it wasn't him. Therefore, he's alive or some shit. And it was just his
Yeah,
daughter.
but you shouldn't have to make those assumptions. They should like explain it, you know.
Yeah, true. It was
But then
fine.
again, explosion in this film didn't do shit, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Also, talking more on Dracov and stuff, the entire third act is just so funny. Dracos. Oh yeah. It also brings in the social commentary aspect, right? Because the entire reason that Dracov is doing this stuff, it's meant to be a reflection on like the Me Too movement and stuff, and like men in
He's
high power
sexist.
take advantage of the which in concept does make sense for this film, and I honestly think it is a good idea. It's just they made the villain so fucking bland, one dimensional, and pheromones. Huh?
Yeah, pheromones.
I can't even express how silly the fucking movie got at this point. She was just happening for the sake of happening. I liked that they revealed that the mum and Black Widow swapped places. It made sense because of the technology they had in the Winter Soldier. Yet at the same time, Dreykov knew the entire time, so what does it fucking matter? Like,
I don't know. I
and
guess
then
the
he does his villain monologue, and he goes like, "I need to put this thing in the thing," and then like he explains to
well,
Black
because
Widow
he got
basically how you
yeah,
fix it.
because he got triggered, bro. Stop woman-splaining to me, so I can mansplain to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly, mate. Oh,
but
so
yeah, it's to fight the
Taskmaster was
patriarchy.
fucking the daughter, which I don't give a flying fuck about. I'm sorry, you made me try and care, but I don't.
Yeah,
I just didn't really care.
because I mean, her character was just like, oh, she got killed, but oh no, she back, and that's about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll touch that.
yeah. Um, sorry, I'm trying to think of. This is a fucking. This is a story in this movie, really. Oh, I thought such a really cool visual thing was when she fights all those Black Widows.
Oh
That was really cool
yeah,
because they had the red lighting and stuff. Yeah.
smoky smoke. I don't smoke, but the
Yeah,
antidote has a smoke.
and the thing blows the spaceship thing blows up at the end for no reason, and everybody survives except the bad guys. Did you notice that?
Yes, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, they got to the helicopter. The bad guys didn't survive because, like, what's her name? Liana? She blew up the
Elena?
helicopter, and Elena blew up the helicopter and survived.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Oh,
but yeah.
Taskmaster was really cool though in the Taskmaster's fight scenes. She was like, it looked really good. I really liked the attention to detail they put into those fights. You could like it wasn't it fun to go like, hey, it's that thing from like that person's thing, and it's that person's thing,
Well, I
and I
honestly
really
can't tell,
especially liked
like,
it when Black Widow did the choke to her, and then she did the choke
uh,
right back to her. That was
check.
my favorite action part.
But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What
Oh yeah, and
else?
Ross is in this movie for like he's like there as a cameo, I guess.
Ross. Who's Ross?
Everett Ross. No, is that his name? Shit, did I get it wrong? I might be tripping. It is Ross, right? Yeah, Secretary Ross from Civil War, Hope,
Oh,
those
yeah,
stuff.
the
Yeah.
lady.
Uh, when they rescue David Harbour, they cause an avalanche because why not?
Yeah, because they did a boom boom, explosions. Equal stuff happening.
Equal stuff happening. Yeah. Um.
X-Men
Yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah. There was one guy. Well, it literally added nothing to the movie because yeah, apparently one guy was an X-Man, but like
I guess
okay,
it kind of relates because they're
really.
both Russian prisoners in the Russia.
But like we didn't actually even know from watching the movie. We were told by
Yeah.
fucking IGN. So
Well, it didn't really matter in the scope of the movie, but I guess it's another cameo. Yeah.
but like if they decide it's not canon, they can just decide that
They'd be
anyway
like,
because
it's not
they didn't
X-Men, it's
say
just
that. Yeah,
man.
it's just man.
He's not the X.
Yeah. Uh, they had a nice solo moment, which a solo like as in Han Solo moment, where
Yeah.
she got the jacket, and that explained how she got the jacket in Infinity War. Because I was super duper
Oh.
curious as to how she got the jacket. That was my big complaint with Infinity War. Really, it was like they didn't explain how she got the jacket, and I was like really fucking confused, right? And like, I thought they'd address it in Endgame because that was my like top 10 most
It's the
anticipated
end
moments in
game.
Endgame. The explanation of how she got the jacket, but they didn't for some reason. So now I understand why they made this movie because they need to explain how she got the jacket, right? So
That's the
like,
whole what the
thank
movie
you,
is for,
Marvel.
man. It's just to explain how you
It
got the
is.
jacket.
But like in all seriousness,
Damn.
I think the reason this movie was made is to introduce Yelena as the new Black Widow, right? So we'll jump to the post-credit scene where she is the new Black Widow kind of person, and she's working for what's her name, Countessa
Secret CIA.
from Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So she's going to be part of the that team, and it's so fucking stupid. She got tasked with hunting down Hawkeye and killing Hawkeye because he killed Black Widow, right? Whatever, sure.
Uh-huh.
But nobody fucking saw that. The only witness there was fucking Red Skull, and he could only stay on Voromir. Unless Hawkeye went around telling everyone, hey, I killed that, guys. Which I don't think
Maybe.
he did. Okay, what the, like, how do you... There's no logical explanation for that. Like,
Maybe they'll explain it in the next movie. The Hawkeye movie. Or was
Black Widow 2, baby.
it gonna be a Hawkeye movie? Or something to that sort?
Yeah, the TV show is coming out this year.
No.
Yeah.
What happened to
But
Hawkeye's
hey,
family,
that's
bro? Did they die?
no, they're oh no, they should be back, right? Because they undid the snap.
Yeah.
But Hawkeye's Ronin now.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
Japanese.
He killed my favorite. What's his name? Hiroyuki Sanada
Oh yeah.
in Infinity War when he fought the Accuser.
Alright.
Yep.
Guess
All right.
that's it.
Sure. We'll go into final verdicts. Sunman does not officially appear to be back, so he's given us a rating, and we will tell you what it is after we've done ours. All right, Mr. Zephyros.
Yeah. Kind of a funny movie. And that's some good bits, some cool bits, cool scenery, cool action bits. The writing was a bit weird because things happen. The villain's kind of weird,
Yeah.
weird twist, you know. But
You're
hey,
frozen on my screen. You're kind of just
I
going.
am. Hold on, fuck. Back. I'm back.
You're back. Oh crap! I'm frozen. No.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a. I'll be generous. Give it a 6.
Damn.
Because
Okay,
I
I
kind of
actually
still
liked it
liked
more.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I liked it more than you
Oh, you
because
did? Alright.
yeah, actually, I think this is a really really fun and entertaining movie with like lots of good stuff in it. It's just that it absolutely makes no fucking sense, and it's kind of some of the parts is like laughably bad. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna put it at a 7 because I think it is a very enjoyable film for the most part. It's just like, yeah, it's not all there really. What a shame.
Okay.
And Sunny score is a 6.5.
Wouldn't you guess?
Wow.
Wow.
So for a combined average of 6.5. Sorry this review has been such a mess. But hey, so is Black Widow kind of. Take that as you
Yeah.
will. We don't even need to do a skit for this. This like entire review is a skit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, what did you guys think? Let us know in the comments if you liked it. Give this video a like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, check out our review of Loki. That should be up before this, probably, maybe, I don't know. But there's a Loki season review we have your way already now, depending on when you're watching this. Bye.
Bye bye.